So now we are standing in front of one termite mound. It is identified as air-conditioned place. The small creature in termite is doing a wonderful job. Highly brainy fellow. I am a groundwater geologist. We conducted an experiment here to find the weak zones by geophysical survey, electrical distributed survey. So we got the weak zones mapping done here. When I imposed one superposed one termite mound GPS location map on it, it matches very well with the weak zones, what we got from the resistivity survey. So that means highly brainy termites are doing a good job of identifying the weak zones and construction of their houses. And then important thing is, from the point of water, the length of the mount, what you are seeing, is going to be approximately almost below the ground also. That means entire that structure is going to be very, very, very loosened. So definitely water is getting infiltrated in a big way. So people earlier days, they used to tell, go for north of the termite mound, you get good water. So that was the observation made by our ancestors. One important thing I want to note here, the termite mounds are in the weak zones. Full stop. That's most important to note. We have to give importance to our forefathers understanding this, because they lived in the nature.
Can you explain the meaning of weak zones in this context?
See, weak zones are nothing but, in the earth system, we have the crust zone, we have the mantle, we have the core. Crust is around 42 kilometers, roughly average 40 kilometers, rocky area. So this is on the plates now, plate tectonics we say, plate movement we say. So these plates are collide with each other or go away from each other. All these things are happening. So when they collide with each other, you find some activity. We call it tectonic activity. So plates are going to collide and breakage is going to happen. So these breakages, it may be a small fracture zone, or it may be a big joint, or it may be folded zone, something structurally be described. So these weak zones are going to act as water holding areas in the earth. In the hard rock terrain, we get the water from these fracture zones only. In the sedimentary terrain, there will be an aquifer thing, you are getting water. Here we are standing on the very hard rock area. We call it peninsular gneissic terrain. So we are standing on the gneissic terrain, and then these rocks are 3,200 million year old. Geological Survey of India has worked on it and published the information. And then these fractures, if they touches the magma chamber, then once again you get the magma output. If it goes out, it may be a volcano. If it consolidates within the earth zone, we call it plutonic rock. Volcanic rock, plutonic rock. So if the magma is not reached back, if it has not touched the magma chamber, then these fractures are going to be serving as water holding chambers. So these ants are going to identify these kind of weak zones.
Wow.
They build their home. So our forefathers, we have to appreciate here, understood this entire mechanism. They used to get wells construction done near the.
So they are building it here because they can get water.
They will get water and weak zone, because they need soft zone, no? Soft material to make their houses.
Wonderful.
They use, ants are going to use the, what do you call it?
The loose matter.
Saliva. Saliva.
Saliva.
And also fecal matter.
Yeah. And then it will make small mud balls and then start building it. And it is totally architectural phenomena. That's what we used to see when it breaks. And then now it is growing one. Because of the available, there is a stream here. That stream getting charged here also. And then it's growing. And few days later, if there's no stream, if there's no water, if there's no moisture content, it will break. And then snake, they used to go and stay there. even if it is broken, sometimes if it gets recharged, then again it will be construction. Once again it's restarts. So snake is one animal which needs some kind of air conditioning atmosphere. It goes and stays there because of the moisture content.